Certainly. That will do nicely.
I must focus on the task at hand. You found them all! And in one volume, too! What a weight that is off my mind! Ulterior motives. The tome is central to my archmagical lineage. I have been entirely candid with you. If either of us are misleading you, it's Tane. No, but Watcher, please, I know they're little more than trinkets after the gift you've given me. But please, take these. I must focus on the task at hand.
Something you need? I've got it. Huh?
Stop that!
Sure.
On it.
There we are, friend. Open up now and receive me. Watcher of Cadnua, Herald of Bereth, I'm afraid that I, cannot allow you to interfere. We've come entirely too close to turn away now. Communion.
This fiend is a distortion that begs to be corrected. Let us be done with it quickly.
All of the knowledge in these halls, all of the memories, it all descends, flowing into this titanic form. The me, too, that we were before. I feel it there, pulsing like a heart. It's your story that ends here, I'm afraid. And none shall remember it. You recall everything. Everything we've ever known. Everything we've never known. You recall young Fionledge, promising apprentice of the Seathwood. Indomitable Fionledge, the arcane knight. Fionledge the Unspoiled, Archmage of the Circle. Fionledge, Wake of the Hand Occult. You know our work. Strange. This is a forgotten place. A sanctum for lost things. Tell us, interloper, what do you recall? All knew us. For the spells that bore our name, if nothing else. Fionledge's Wall of Flames. Fionledge's Wall of Many Colors. Fionledge's pristine barrier.
Perfetto. Now he's upset as well as unstable.
I joined the Hand Occult. Served well, faithfully. And became initiated into ever deeper circles of revelation. They appointed me Wake, the High Magician, Seer and Arcanist. That's when I uncovered the truth. You hold it too. We see it. The secret shining in your mind. The great lie. A star set within a blank firmament. We will not be silenced. Well will not bury us as they did the ones who came before. The birth of the gods. You don't believe the Engwithans were first, do you? Or alone? You already know of the Huana. There were others. Engwith established global influence, not eternal dominion. We cannot allow your egress. Too many secrets taint you as they tainted Fionledge. You must be purified.
Indeed. Trouble, as you like.
Not possible, I'm afraid.
Me too.
Let's go!
Proacted!
A sure thing.
Proacted! Let's start these.
Yes.
No. Come out of his blood. Strange.
On your side.
Someone needs us. Scarcely believe it.
It all hurts.
One of us is down!
Let's go!
Huh? A temporary setback.
This did nothing. Something you need?
That's not supposed to happen.
Did I do that?
Interloper, your presence blights. You disease. Interloper.
Now is not the time for your insufferable compassion, Kazita! Kill it, or we're next!
Clemency. Hardly yours to offer. Purify everything in its place.
Oh, hello. We didn't see you there. We recognize you. Barrett's Herald, if we're not mistaken. Oh, you. As delightful as ever. It's strange, though. We find that we were just not thinking about you for the first time in, well, in some time. Where exactly might you be? Oh, that does not seem at all correct. We are quite certain, or fairly certain at least, moderately certain, certainly, that we killed our terrestrial body just as we promised we would. Not that we're above the occasional bent to truth, but we don't recall not killing our body, and that really seems the sort of thing that we'd remember. An interesting interpretation of events. Entirely wrong, though. We wonder if the Lady of Lament may be having a spot of fun with us. We didn't think the old fish had it in her. No, this hardly seems her style. We suspect she'd have simply sent this place to the bottom of the sea. Perhaps, though, no, surely not. But what if? Well, it certainly would delight us. Perhaps, dear Herald, we hid our body from ourselves. How terribly perverse of us. And thoroughly irresponsible. When we hide something from ourselves, we hide it from the world. The world forgets about it. It forgets about itself. And how are you feeling, dear Herald of Barreth? But now we're left with a conundrum. What to do? What to do with this overgrown sack of me? And expose our inscrutable quintessence to that zealot's light? No, we should almost certainly take the old beast behind the metaphorical shed. And kill it, obviously. We did agree, after all. We wouldn't want Wodica to turn all Wodica again. We do not fear Barreth, dear Herald. They need us. Besides, we hardly think that they would object to us returning this overlarge flesh construct to the wheel. Oh, should we? Why ever so? We admit ourselves convinced. The oracle through whom you commune with us serves as the body's brain, so to speak. Slay it when you return, and all will unfold as you dictated.
The eyeball has been watching you this whole time. I think it winked at me.
You communed with the obscured. Go then. Leave us to our slumber.
Did you know you reek of that hagfish? Canny. Dispose of it at once.
Once again, circumstances conspire to place you at the vanguard of important decisions, huh? Letting Wal rest was a safe way to go. Who knows what might have happened if you tried to put that thing down? Maybe it isn't what I would have done, but you did pretty good. It is possible. Much of my education has been less than straightforward. If anything, accompanying you has been worth 10 apprenticeships. From Tain, I learned that our memories define us, no matter where they come from. Llengrath showed me how there is no end to what we can learn about ourselves. The Spore Colony taught me that... No, I cannot begin to discuss it. That creature was disgusting. I learned from your example that a safe choice is preferable to living with uncertainty. You've given me a lot to consider. That much is beyond doubt. When it comes to educating myself, I am like a rodent. I can make a nest out of anything around me. We are not here to delight each other with empty pleasantries. Unless I am mistaken, you have a goat to catch, trading companies to pit against each other, and an archipelago to pacify. No pressure, Casita. I came to the archipelago as a groveling apprentice. One day, I hope I will leave it with a speck more dignity than that. What more could you desire to know, Casita? Ask away, Casita.
I shall.
Only I will remain.
You're back! And a bit more alive than I anticipated. You've got some gore on you. It's just awful. Really, Aaron, let me help.
Welcome back. You've returned in one piece. I can't say I'm thrilled to discover you let Wal's Titan form lie dormant. You've only delayed the inevitable. Still, better left alone than striding the earth.
Can't help but feel I missed my only chance to enjoy Wal's return. I understand why you did what you did. After you've been stepped on by a god, waking one up must seem dull by comparison. I hate to refuse you, but I got this thing with Kalikoth. Prior appointment. She'd kill me if I rescheduled a third time. No, really.
What do you plan to do next? Enjoy yourself. You deserve a reprieve, whatever comes after this. If we don't see each other again, take care. Meeting you was a unique pleasure I won't soon forget.
I shall make it so.
Don't know your face, ground stink. You the one I'm supposed to find? Master told Fetid Spray to bring baubles to Sanctuary. Offered to stupid ground meat for coin. Here, from Master. Master's most glorious words. This one for stinking Fasina.
What is this, imp? Arkelmir already gave me my mission.
Ungrateful ground stink has her orders. So, what does Master want? You worst person.
Dropping the dice isn't the same as rolling it.
What happened to Adventurer, eh?
They got eaten by Aeton.
4 hours it took to make her. 4 hours!
Well, maybe next time you'll remember to buy a healing potion in town.
No, next time, shoot Aeton in face with crossbow.
It's too late for that. Even if you tried...
Shoot with crossbow! Do it now!
Fine, the monster still eats you.
Why? Why this happening?
You sold all your clothes for the fancy crossbow, that's why.
A question, Watcher? I remember you. Thank you for coming back to me. And thank you, Watcher. Now I have 2 friends, and I feel richer than ever. This is it. Now I remember how I got involved in this mess. I was searching for a celestial catalyst.
She thinks she can draw power from a fallen star. Tonderi, a waste of time. I cannot help but respect her ambition. I always assumed something like this was beyond me.
My mother taught me that you cannot hit a moon unless you aim for the stars. Give it a try sometime, Fasina. I have been researching the properties of wayward stars. If my findings pan out, a piece of one may be the last component I need to scribe my first spell. That and my book friend here. I know that a star fell on the Black Isles recently. A brilliant purple rock streaked across the sky and landed in this area. The only trick is finding it. Once I have the metal and complete my spell, I'll see to it that you are the second person in all the world to wield its power.
If you had started your tale by explaining how it would benefit us, we would have agreed to it by now.
This is the one.
I didn't see you cast any spell. How could you even know this?
Stand back, Watcher. I have waited so long for this moment. Not even gratitude will slow me down. A moment, Watcher. I doubt I could forget the words if I live to be 1,000, but let me write them down where they belong.
The Circle doesn't deserve talent like hers.
There. Bekarna's Midnight Daydream. Not a bad ring to it, huh? Keep this as a memento, my friend. A nice statement piece for the dinner table. It channels starlight into a living ball, inspiring and motivating all that it touches before dispersing back into the ether.
Your spell is an orb? Is this a joke at my expense? What are you trying to do? Upstage my greatest achievement? Or is this outright plagiarism? Am I? Easy to say when you've got your boat, your pets, your watcher vision, your castle. Well, you haven't got your castle, but that's hardly the point. That orb made me. I'm nothing without it.
Thane, I will explain if you will give me the space to fit in a word. Your orb was the first spell I ever learned. When I saw how you harnessed the chaos, pain, and uncertainty of a restless mind, I was never the same. The orb dazzled me. It still does. So if my spell has an echo of yours, it is only because I am the result of my influences. And I want to inspire others the way you inspire me.
Huh. I believe I owe you an apology. Your orb is very nice. Once we're done here, I can recommend you some good scribes to copy it down. After all, once you're an archmage, you'll be responsible for any misprints.
I would like that. As spells go, it is a little tough to control. But maybe not bad for a first start. I feel as if I have climbed a long and winding staircase, opened the door at the top, and found a polished spyglass waiting for me. Now I have the entire sky to still explore. I do not know what comes next, but I am pleased to have come this far, especially with good company. For now, I want to spend some time with my book and my observatory, and a well-deserved cup of tea. Before you go, a parting gift. You have done enough for me that I owe you more than a roll of parchment. I happened upon this friendly-looking book while you were out looking for the star metal. And here there is a blank page, like it was waiting for us. May you do great things with it. Thanks to you, I have remembered much, and learned more than I could ever forget. A Grasimer Watcher. This would have been extremely unlikely without good friends.
You give us too much credit for something you figured out alone. Bask in that achievement and let me know how it feels, Ak.